And welcome back. We thought we'd have a tidbit segment to talk about with the parish president of Terrebonne Parish because you'd have to be an ostrich with your head in the sand to not realize that every day in Terrebonne Parish it's been raining, and it's I don't know if I could ever remember it raining as much as we've seen it over the last few weeks, but I'm curious from a parish standpoint, what does that do for projects? And I know you've noticed it's been raining quite a bit.
Yeah, more it rains every day. If anything, all our pump stations are getting a lot of exercise. Fortunately, we've got the like on St. Louis Canal, that 30 inches is running. Mm-hmm. And all our other pump stations, all the new stuff, all the new pump stations we've built are all online. The Hanson is now automated. It's on telemetry and SCADA. We've test run the one in Chauvin, the conveyance channel on Petit Caillou. That's actually all 4 pumps. They're operable. We're going to tie in and start operating them in about a week. We're real close, but we've already test run them. And of course, that's SCADA telemetry. So, all our other pumps, we've added 25 pump stations in the last 5.5 years. And the systems really work well. I mean, the one on 11A is very successful. And that's, these type of rains are very simple for our system,
Right. But it's been coming down. It's like gully washes. I mean, it's not. We don't have a drizzle. Mm-hmm. It seems like every time I leave the office and I look up, I mean, we are surrounded by. You can almost see the rain coming down Barrow, Maine. Sometimes it's been intense rain.
It hits hard, and our pump systems now. We've added so much pumping capacity to Terrebonne Parish. I mean, look in the past, our system was very deplorable. I mean, look, when it would rain, when I first took office 5.5 years ago, you didn't even want to go by a phone. There were so many calls. Mm-hmm. And I mean, we've got them down to just a handful. We're not complete, but we really on our way. And yeah, these so-called gully washers, I mean, they come down heavy, and these pump stations need time to recover. That's why we're actually building them bigger than what we need, so they do recover. We're doing some systems that have variable frequency, which is variable speed, so we put a bigger pump in place that really needs like a 12-inch, but we put a 30-inch, so it can jump up to 30-inch when it's got a big influx of water through the conveyance systems.
Let me ask you this, because I know y'all put a lot of things in place. We've talked about it so many times. But I'm sure even as a parish president, you deal with the engineers all the time. Some of the engineers will come up to you and go, these people live in a place that's just surrounded by obstacles to get water out. Have y'all been able to overcome a lot of that?
Yeah, Martin, if, we do a lot of digging ditches, cleaning culverts. I mean, we're doing that more than ever's been done before. We've allocated a lot of monies to it. Look, we're digging Martin Luther King right now. That's actually a state right away. But, we can't wait on the state. And, we work well with the state on a lot of instances, but they've got a lot of ground to cover. So if we see we need to dig it, we go dig it,
Do they reimburse you, or is that just like a partnership kind
No, we have to get permission from them, like to excavate Martin Luther King.
Right.
And
probably a liability issue, huh?
Right. So we actually have to call them and get permission. They're pretty good about it. I mean, right. they work well with us on that.
Got about 2 minutes left. I want to talk real quick. Across the street, y'all going to be bringing in a model of the Bubba Dove.
Right, Lauren. As you know, we've had $450 million approved back when I was sitting on CPRA, and Norby was chairman of Natural Resources, and Jerome was working under Garrett Graves, and now Chip Klein's over it. And we're finally coming to construction. They've awarded the dredging of the H&C lock, which is a $450 million lock. That is BP fine money is paying for it. And in Boston, working, Mitch Beaumont with Delta would go up there along with Reggie and Tony Alford and them, and they built a model of this lock system, which is 1/20th of the size. and we got the model, and we actually gonna put it across the street on a parking lot, right where there's no concrete, and we're gonna actually have an operable lock there with a roof over it that children can come, classes, and adults, and
Right.
it will actually operate and explain to them how the lock system is going to operate with the existing Bubba Dove floodgates. So this is at the Bubba Dove lock system floodgates.
Right.
And you see how the water is going to be allowed to go to the south while the gates close, but it'll have check doors on it that don't allow the water north. So this is an environmental structure and high tide structure. It keeps the high tides out, the salt water out, but allows marine vessels to come and go in a 110-foot lock chamber with two huge 110-foot sector gates on it at a plus 21 above sea level. And so they spent about $1.5 million because all this was done in Boston. They actually ran wave sizes and currents and tidals. And this was done engineering-wise. Well, this is the engineering model we're going to set up right there by the government towers.
All right, there you have it. You're hearing it first from the parish president of Terrebonne Parish, so we'll have a little history project going on, and that'll be a good thing, so the kids can come firsthand. And like he said, some adults, and they might get to see Reggie Dupree and his hard hat out there working it. So, all right, we'll take a short break. A lot more right here on Bayou Time. Don't go away.